Welcome to the AJ Awesome Show, a show about my favorite things. My name is AJ and my special guest for this episode is Eli Drake. I hope you like the show. Why did you become a wrestler?
I didn't know how to do anything else. No, I'm kidding. No, I don't know. It's something I love since I was a kid. Now I'm going to ask you a question. Because here you are, you're doing interviews, you got your cards. I feel like I should have some cards here, but that's fine. I'm going to make up my answers as we go. Are you particularly interviewing wrestlers, or do you interview everyone from all walks of life?
I've only interviewed a band. That's the only thing other than wrestlers I've done.
Okay, well, look at you. See, now, I became a wrestler because as a kid, when I was your age, I was like, I really want to be a wrestler. And if I could be doing what you're doing right now, as far as like getting in the ring and doing all that stuff, which would have been an awful idea, by the way, I'd have been doing it. So what made you want to become an interviewer?
I really liked wrestling, and I was watching videos about people doing interviews with wrestlers or bands and stuff. So I just mixed them together, and I'm a wrestling interviewer.
I dig it. And one of the best going today, AJ over here doing his interviews. Go ahead. You got another question for me. I think I see one.
If you could have any superpower, which one would you pick?
It's the one I dream about the most, flying. I mean, who wouldn't want to fly, right? I'd be talking to you right now, and I'd be like, all right, AJ, I'm out of here. I'm back. No, I don't know. That would be my choice for sure. I dream about flying all the time. I know it sounds ridiculous. What would be your superpower pick?
Invisibility, so I can get out of school.
That's how you're going to... But then they're going to mark you absent. You're going to fail. Then it's over. Then you're never going to be an interviewer.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to get those English classes in. You got to get those journalism classes in. You got to get it in, AJ.
What is the best rivalry you've ever had?
This one right now, because actually you didn't know this, but today we're about to start a rivalry. You and I have a match later.
Oh.
Yeah, so I hope you're ready to go.
What is your favorite ice cream flavor?
See, I got a big sweet tooth. I like them all. I'm going to go cookies and cream. Yeah, we got a match. Ding.
Cookies and cream, Rocky Road, or I forgot the other one. I like a lot of flavors, but those are my two that I really enjoy.
Well, see, I knew we could be friends here because we could eat all the ice cream, but I'm going to tell you there's one that's really kind of, you can only go to particular grocery stores to find it, but it's called like Butter Zinger or something like that. It has little Butterfinger pieces in it. So good. Best ice cream.
These are the only flavors that I don't like. I don't really like chocolate, and I don't like any of the mints.
You know, like, well, I guess because it's got chocolate in it, but the chocolate chip peppermint, so good. Cherry cordial, awful. Pass on it. It's terrible.
I've never had it.
Good, keep it that way. It's awful.
What advice would you give a new wrestler?
Adopt puppies. They're the best. No, I don't know. Why, are you trying to be a wrestler now?
Yeah.
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 Uh-huh. All right, so anyway, no, if you were a wrestler coming up, I'd say make sure you get yourself, you want to make sure that, first of all, you look like an athlete, maybe you have some athletic background. You also want to make sure you got a little bit of personality, which I can tell my guy AJ here has a lot of personality. So when you're getting into it, basically you just want to make sure that you're keeping yourself in the ring as much as possible so that way you know what you're doing physically. You got to make sure that you got the confidence to hold one of these and talk in front of a whole crowd of people because this is what makes the money right here. You got to make sure basically you are ready for some lean years because it can get rough. I spent 10 years broke with not a lot of money. Just trying to trudge through until finally I caught a break and then everything started working out. So you got to just know that you're in it for the long haul. Know that if you have something to offer, know that you have it and keep pushing along through all the tough roads and all the speed bumps that you might incur and whatnot. And just don't give up. If you got something and you know it's there, keep pushing.
Can you tell me the story of how you became involved with the NWA?
Man, I used to watch the NWA when I was your age. Me and my dad, we watched it on Saturday nights. And, of course, it kind of faded from glory, kind of faded from view for a little while, and then it started to come back up. And actually, a lot of people don't know this, but I was actually working with the NWA back in 2009, 2010, when it was at least a slightly different entity, but still, nonetheless, it was the NWA. And I was with, managed by Percy Pringle. If you know, that's Paul Bearer, the Undertaker's old manager. And it was a really cool experience. And now you kind of bring it around full circle after a few years. Now that Billy Corgan has brought the NWA back to such prominence, it's really kind of a cool experience to come in and be part of this again. So once I'd left the company I was working with before, they brought me in, had a great idea, great offer. I love the way that they present what they're doing here. It's very personality driven. The wrestling is great. The people, the fans, the crowd is electric. Have you been to one of the shows yet?
I went to NWA 70 a while ago.
Have you been to the power shows yet?
No.
Oh, you're here tonight though, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. You're going to feel that energy when you're in the place. The place is electric. The people are up. They're yelling. They're screaming. Having the best time. So with that all in mind, that all together, this is the place to be.
What is your favorite finishing move?
Well, it's got to be the gravy train. I mean, come on. That's my finishing move. Although, everyone's got to say the stunner because it's like, I mean, come on. How could it not be the stunner? It's. Do you know
I can
the stunner?
give
You know
you.
the Stone Cold Stunner? You're going to give me the stunner? Is that what you're saying?
Uh-huh.
Right here, right now?
Yeah.
I know how to get out of that.
Okay, do you?
Don't try it. That's all I'm saying. Don't you try it. Don't you try it. Ow!
I got him.
Oh, we're back.
Well, I guess you sure didn't know how to get out of a stunner.
I thought you were kidding. That was really rude, AJ.
Would you rather time travel to the past or to the future, and why?
Why you gotta ask such hard questions? I'm gonna ask you something. What is the best rivalry you've ever had?
I wrestle with my stuffed animals, and the best rivalry I've ever had was for the AJW World Championship against a stuffed animal called Umbreon.
Umbreon. Where'd you even come up with that name?
It's a Pokemon.
Oh, okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Hold on. I got another card here. They gave these to me now. Can you tell me the story of how you became involved in the AJW?
So I really wanted to create a promotion, so I created it whenever I was like 4, maybe. So, I was the champion because I can make myself the champion.
Right. This is where politics goes awry in wrestling.
And then,
But wait, did Umbreon, for instance, say, I feel like this might be a conflict of interest?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So, anyway, go on. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
And then, I just beat everyone because I was so good, and because Umbreon's only like this tall, I could easily suplex him and throw him across the room.
And because he owns it. Right?
Yeah. Who is Eli Drake, and why should my viewers get to know you?
Who is Eli Drake? Eli Drake is, first of all, I'm going to tell you what the NWA is. The NWA is the best thing going in wrestling today. And the reason people are watching is Eli Drake, right? So they look at this guy and they say, wait a minute, that guy's got something. Something about him. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the way he looks. Maybe it's the way he moves. Hell, maybe it's the way he talks. I don't know. But what I can tell you is every time you turn that TV on or that YouTube or whatever you happen to watch me on, you can bet you're going to have a good time. So, AJ, if you haven't caught me, but I already know you did because when we talked over here, what did you say to me?
Eli Drake, let me talk to you.
Yeah. So, AJ, I'm going to leave you with that. I think everybody needs to check out NWA Power. Everybody keep watching AJ as well. Best interviewer out today, and the owner of AJW.
That's the end. Thanks for the interview.
Well, see you later.
I hope you enjoyed this episode of the AJ Awesome Show. I'd like to thank Eli Drake for being my special guest. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you next time!